Max ZT. Give him a big hand. Come on, guys. He is one of the most incredible hammered dulcimer players in the country.
In the world.
Yeah, in the world, and he was given the Young Jimi Hendrix Award. And he's a child prodigy, and we've played a lot of music together for a few years now. In fact, we three played a few concerts in the last 2 years. So it's really an honor to have him, and he's been very kind to join us today from New York all the way just for the workshop. So please give him a very, very big hand. The instrument that you see looks like an Indian santoor. You can call it a bigger brother or elder brother or whatever, but it's something that he has built himself. This instrument. It's all been designed by Max, and he's the one to do all the artwork and everything on it, whatever you see. So be careful, Max. Be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll put more planks. Sugar, can you get some planks? Can you help us?
I'm good.
No, we'll get some more. And of late he's been learning Indian classical music from Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma in India, and before that he's been playing different genres of world music. So he's going to talk more about it as he conducts this workshop. Okay, you can come in the front.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you for having me.
We are honored to have you, just like you're honored to have Matt.
Thank you, Matt, for warming up the crowd. We're going to actually do a lot of, we're going to incorporate some of what Matt was working with you guys with in what we're going to talk about today. I'm playing an instrument called the hammered dulcimer. This instrument is the predecessor to the piano. Before the piano there was this, before this there was santoor. Santoor is the Indian form of this instrument, the Indian cousin, or the original form. And mostly in Indian classical music, or in Indian music you'd hear it in Kashmir, but then Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharmaji, he brought it into the Indian classical world, and that's what we know of it today. In the US, this instrument is mostly used for American music, American folk music, Irish music, Celtic music. That was my background for a long time, but then I got really into West African music and started living in Senegal, in West Africa. And what we're going to do today is going to be a lot of that West African stuff, which incorporates the 6/4 and the 2/3 and all that stuff that you guys were doing. They have really incredible ways of composing and improvising, and there's actually a lot of similarities that I found in West African music and Indian music. Yeah, I guess we can just leave it at that for now. I'm going to play you something so you guys can check out what this sounds like, and then we're going to talk about some West African music and how to put that into your own playing. That's basically what I did. I went out to Senegal. They don't have this instrument there, but I brought it, and I tried to incorporate that music into this instrument, and we can try to incorporate that music into your instruments as well. So, I'll play something now.
divine. I think there's only one thing. No,
Divine is the right
I
word.
think I've gone through a lot of kacheris, I call it, back home in India.
In
So
South
here it's
India,
programs.
concert is called kacheri.
Kacheri. Kacheri is something, very
Concert.
big artists like,
Correct.
something like you people come, they all said we have to pay. I think this is something, it's lifelong. I think it's once in a lifetime for me experience. I think,
Thank you.
I'm seeing a God in you, like, So I think as a human you cannot do it. So the only way I can explain is
Plenty of
practice. That's the thing. Yeah, everybody has to listen to that. Practice makes man perfect, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And thanks a lot.
Oh.
Terrific.
It's my pleasure. This is something that you kind of touched on, that why are we playing music? Like, well, why? What are you doing? What's the point of this? We're spending a lot of time sitting in a room. My knees are bad, right? All of our knees hurts. You got up to stretch, right? This is not conducive to a healthy body, and in many respects. But you do it anyway. And the question is, what is your reason? And if you can find something that you can use as your medicine, you can use as your help, you can use as your passion and your happiness, then let your knees hurt a little bit, because it's worth it. I've been playing this instrument now for just about 22 years, pretty much since I was a little kid, and it will always be with you. It's something that's incredible. It'll just it has your back, as long as you respect it and give it all the energy that you can. So, without getting too ambiguous, I want to talk about something that we can walk away with today. In Senegal is the most far west country in all of Africa. Africa's right, this country, or this continent here. Senegal's right here, as far west as possible. It's a major port city. Because of that, a lot of West African slaves actually went through Senegal to come to the West Indies and come to the U.S. So the history is pretty intense. Slavery was not that long ago, and there's a lot of remnants of it. In so many, it's a crazy place. And what's interesting about that, though, is there's a lot of influence. There's Sufi influence, for sure. There's Moroccan influence. There's Arabic influence. There's French. There's English. There's Spanish. There's Portuguese. Then there's all the African influences as well, which is thousands and thousands and thousands of years of history. There's an instrument in Senegal called the kora, which is an instrument as a gourd, a pole that comes out, and you pluck it with these 4 fingers. It's the predecessor to the harp. But what's really interesting about that is how they play it. They play it with these 4 fingers, and what you'll do is with your right thumb, you'll play all of your bass lines. With your right index finger, you play all of your harmony. With your left thumb, you play all of the melodies, and with your left index finger, you improvise. All at the same time. So that's crazy. That's really hard to do. But if you kind of think about it, it's like a piano. And a piano, when you play, you'll usually have your bass lines in harmony in the left hand, then you're improvising on your right hand. And if you look at a harmonium, you're pumping the organ here and you're improvising here. So it is understandable how that happens. It's just backwards, with your left hand being the melody. And what's interesting about that is this instrument also has all the high notes on the left side as well, and that's usually where your melodies are. Whereas a piano, the high notes are on the right side. So what that does is it means that your melodies, the things that you are, the melody. That's it. So that's kind of boring, right? There's only so long you can do this before you go crazy. So what do you do when you make a song? You compose a song. You add harmony, you add melody, you add rhythm, you add all these breaks. What's so amazing about this is, just like Rag, when I hear Guruji play Rag Hamsadwani, it's only Guruji's version, right? It's only his. And yet it's Hamsadwani, so it's not his. It's a 3,000-year-old structure, So it's so complicated because it's the most self-involved and the most selfless at the same time. It's a weird balance, you know? How do you play something that's so old and still make it yours? And actually, when you finish it, is it yours? You know? That's one of the complexities of old music. So here's my version of this one song. I didn't write it, but I guess I kind of did. Add harmony. Now what did I do for the harmony? Just 2 notes. No matter what. You do all these other things, this is still here. Still, even though I'm not playing it, right? And there's that left hand deleted. These melodies on top. So what tile is this in? What key signature? What time signature? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So it's in 6. So if you're gonna improvise a melody, do something in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two things of 6. But 6 and 6 is 12, right? So maybe we can divide that differently. Let's do like a 5 and a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So putting an accent in a different place. And something else that I really love about this instrument, I added these white felts. On the top of my hammer, you see these white? This is white? I found one day I found a piano that was just completely destroyed in my alley in Chicago. And I took out all the hammers and I cut off the felt and I glued it on because I wanted to hear what that sounded like. And now actually I have a piano supply company that gives me the felts, they're little scraps. But if I flip the hammer over to the other side, it gives it a whole different sound. Check it out. time, right? They're still...
So what do you call this instrument?
The instrument is called the Dulcimer. Dulcimer. Hammered Dulcimer.
So is it something unique for you only, or it's something...
No, this is in the U.S. This has been around for maybe 300 years.
Really? Oh, okay.
But it's based on santur. You know, along the old spice trades is my guess is how it kind of traveled. Because there's one in China, there's one in Southeast Asia, there's in the Roma music, like Romani music of Romania and Bulgaria and all of that stuff, the Balkan music, you'll hear it. In Eastern and Western Europe, Mediterranean, even Brazil has one.
But the bass is...
Bass is
santur.
either santur in Kashmir or santur in Persia, in like modern day Iran.
Oh, okay.
But very, very old. I've asked Guruji, he was like, it's old.
Gold.
Yeah, right?
It has to be gold, yeah? Gold is gold.
So what we're gonna do now, let's play some music together, huh? Sounds good? 5 is hard, right? Everyone wants to like rush that or lay back. So what I need you to do to make this really easy, it's so much easier if you do this, trust me, you have to say the numbers. It sounds silly, but you're gonna have to speak up and do it. Let's look at this tabla. How do you learn tabla? You have to learn your vocals, right? So this is what we're talking about here. So what I want you to do is, maybe we can have one person keep, who wants to volunteer? Yeah. Can I just have you do, you're on, maybe on the tabla, do just 6 beats. Keep going. You're gonna do that the whole time, all right? If you want to sub out, anybody wants to sub, you know. All right, so after a little bit, you're gonna take over, okay? The rest of you, I want you to do where these X's are, okay? So, yeah, I'll do it too. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, say it out loud. Out loud. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, gun, gun, gun. Play tabla. Yeah. Gun, gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Play it on tabla. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 'That kind of feels good about that? Who doesn't feel good about it? We all feel good about it. Great. So what I'm going to do, this is the little basic thing, is to make it a little more complicated. Yeah. So we're going to do a little. So what I want you to do, everybody, just play only what I'm going to play now, including Mr. Metronome. Well done, thank you. That's like an arm workout right there. So, let's see.
Next,
Oh, that might be cool. Oh, check this out. Oh. Does this work? Is this better? Is that better? Yeah, I'll do both.
yeah, I'm taking the mark.
In the meantime, we can kind of... da, da, careful, da, da, da. Nice. Yeah, let that downbeat happen. Yeah. So that guy, that one gap, don't hit where my foot is tapping there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just like let that pass. We're gonna let that happen. Yeah, by all means, right there. We're gonna let that downbeat happen, and we're gonna give it that space. And it feels like we want to come in much earlier, right? Every single time. When I first learned this, I always rushed this. I always came on the top, and it didn't have the same effectiveness. And I actually, I'm gonna play you something what it sounds like in a West African context, okay? In a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to just keep working on this, and we're going to forget about the upbeat, this little cool little pickup stuff. That's coming for later, and that's going to make it super crazy. All right? So in the meantime, 1, 2, 3, let it happen. Yeah. Do ga 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 ga. So here, see what I'm saying? We're just going to add a little bit. It's going to sound like this. Yeah. So here's. Listen, I'm doing it. This is going down the whole time. This stays. Of these 3 notes, yeah, I'm going to draw that real quick so you can see it easier. In the meantime, let's just keep this going for right now. 1, 2, 3, Awesome. This is a traditional rhythm from Mali and Senegal. And I want to see, maybe there's a way of your instrument. You have something that's completely different in one hand and completely different in the other. And so this is actually a very standard concept for you guys. Whereas in other drummers, it's less easy, I guess. Though, I'm not trying to say that it's easy for you guys now. Let's see.